So imagine like your finger and just getting a piece of your finger just like scraped off.
Okay.
That's literally what it is, but in the woman area. Inside.
Yeah. It's the lining.
The lining, yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Can I ask you a question?
Yes.
If you had this, family, this community, why don't you think that this community could do the same for you as you're doing for them, right? If you're supposed to be their guidance,
Damn.
a village chief still needs help,
Yes, and
So,
it's an ego thing, or it was it was an ego thing for sure. Where like I was like, when you're a single mother, you're always expected to lead, even when you have a storm on top of you. Your life can be thundering, and my kids would never know. Like, I'm an emotional wreck.
If your life is thundering, you're right? Like the kids can't see the rain.
No, they don't. They never feel the rain because they're under the umbrella. But then the umbrella's only covering them a lot of the times. And that same thing with the community, where like las mujeres, I felt. Can I do the Spanglish thing?
Yeah.
Okay, so con las mujeres, yo siento como que like they didn't need to know what goes on in the background. And it's not that I'm perfect, because I never portray myself to be perfect.
Yeah.
A lot of people, they know my background story. They know that I have made mistakes, that I have learned, that I have stumbled, et cetera, et cetera. It's not about being a perfectionist. It's more of just holding myself to where it's like, okay, guys, I'm good. Like, I healed and this and that. So, and I'm currently learning that like healing, there's never an end to healing. There's never an end to healing. You might heal from one thing and then it's on to the next. And I think life just continues to work like that. You might solve one issue that you may have right now, but then when you think things are going great, boom, something happens.
Something happens, yo.
And it's just a matter of just using whatever you learned in that healing journey for the next healing journey. And that's where I'm currently at, where like I feel like I need to recenter myself. I've been participating in activities I normally wouldn't. Like, I've been just avoiding a lot of emotions, because when I went through the process with my cervix, the doctor's like, yeah, you can go home the same day. I didn't tell anyone. I went home and I was by myself during the day. It was on a Tuesday. The kids, literally by myself with the dog. And they were like, well, if you bleed so much, they gave me an example of if what's too much of bleeding. I was bleeding too much to get to the point. And I literally couldn't get up or go up the stairs or down the stairs. I couldn't literally get up. Like, I literally tumbled down and I dragged myself out of my house. And then I called one of my friends, and my friends, everybody's freaking out, because now she's like, well, why didn't you tell nobody that you went to go through? It's literally major surgery. It's considered surgery.
Yeah.
And I had stitches and everything. Like, I had just given birth vibes. That was the vibes.
Oh my gosh. And okay, so I have two questions, but the first one is medically related. The next one is psychologically. What the fuck is going on in your head? But the first, so was this the check for like cancer and some stuff like that?
Yes, yeah, okay. It was for that.
You good though?
Oh yeah, no, I'm okay. I just have to do like checkups and whatnot. But like, I'm okay. It's just they have to monitor and so on.
Okay.
But yeah, when I get to the hospital, the lady's like, why did you drive yourself? Because I was so is it dehydrated? Like my body was so exhausted just from the bleeding and the pain that like I literally had to be in a wheelchair because I was gonna pass out. I couldn't like sit by myself because I was gonna pass out, and they were just like, why did you do that? So definitely going through that whole process took a toll on me, because then I was like, I'm alone, and I like self-sabotage myself in believing that like I didn't have nobody, and it was that I didn't want to exhaust my resources, because I get it, we're humans at the end of the day, and everybody has things going on. So I was like, I don't want to exhaust nobody's resources, but then I put myself in a situation where psychologically, mentally, I was draining myself, because then I was drowning in a cup of water when I literally did not need to do that, and I ended up killing one of the things that I'm really good at and care about.
You drowned in 2 feet in like a kiddie pool.
Literally.
You know what I'm saying? You didn't want to be a burden on other people. You felt like you was already kind of burdensome?
Yeah, because remember, for background, I lived in Lowell for like 6-7 years. Like, like I was so accustomed to just being so far away from everyone that it was like, okay, like now I'm
yeah.
back over here, and now it's like I have someone helping me pick up the kids after school. My family and my friends, they helped me move everything from Lowell to Methuen. If I need to work extra hours, somebody will get the kids or stay with the kids. Like, you know what I mean? Now I have all these accommodations, but now I'm like, okay, I don't want to like overwork someone.
No, I understand completely. It's one of those things where, like, I mean, even me, not as a father, you as a mother, like, that's crazy. Me running a very small business, sometimes I feel bad asking motherfuckers for help. You know what I'm saying? It took me a long time to get people involved because I was like, nobody else can really, I don't know if anybody else can really do this. I don't know if I can really trust other people to do this, that, and the third. But then you get to that point where you're just so overworked and the thing's not even like coming out good. You know what I'm saying? The quality perishes.
And if I can speak from a third person's perspective, like as somebody who helps, right?
Yeah.
Somebody who chips in. This isn't necessarily my project, or it didn't start as my project. Know that I wouldn't have offered my help if I didn't want you to have it. You know what I'm saying? You don't give what you're not, what you're not willing to actually give. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
If you don't have it, you can't give it.
You know
what I'm saying? But my time is there to share. My efforts are there to share. You know what I'm saying? I feel both of you guys should trust in your community a little bit more in that sense.
Yeah. So that's what I would definitely say learning. There's a lot of little pieces in my life right now that I'm working on and maneuvering around, because apart from like the help and apart from like moving to a new community, I also started a new job.
Yeah.
And
this has been a season of change for you.
Yes, there's a lot of changes, and like to dive into like the community, everything goes so hand in hand in it. And I think the theme and the pattern that I see is just like being able to like go back to the people that know me and the people that keep me safe and the people that like that is just that have always been there and have been my grounding space. Because
if you're trying to pay for Daniel to go back to school, like and subscribe.
Help the youth.
Yes, I'm the youth.
I just hurt myself, so I just